In this video, we'll be cutting the Simple Heart design by Jeff R. Graham. It's called Simple, and for an amateur I can assure you, yes, it's totally possible, but you do need to concentrate. And it actually doesn't come to a full and proper shape right to the very end, and then it's beautiful, as you'll see. So follow me on this journey. We'll be using a ruby ball, which I purchased online, and it turns out to be a very, very nice material. Cutting the first girdle, which of course is important because this makes the shape of the stone, and it's got to meet at what they call on the plan P1. So I'll show you that and cut it in. I might have to go to a slightly coarser disc because this 500 is just not cutting it. Oh, Joe, get it? In the other side, and that's at 87. Just check we're doing this right. Right up. I think we might need to go a tad harsher, otherwise we'll be here forever. Bring in the 260, shall we? This is one hard stone. Yo! Excuse me, sounds like the phone's going. Back in a minute, how rude. When you get close, you've got to keep looking. product. Okay, close enough. Let's cut the other one in, which is first girdle 87, which is what that was, 9 for the opposite side. Okay, I'll finish off the rest with a 500. But let's just cut the others. See where we go. So that's girdle 1, girdle 2 is 11 and 85 to meet at P6. Okay. 11. This stone is all about the girdle. I'm being harsh with this because it is so hard. You wouldn't get away with this with another stone. Okay, almost there. And you can see there that it's beginning to form the heart shape that we're after at the bottom. The plan is coming together. I'm going to go straight to the 500. Lovely. Of course, by no means perfection, but for a complicated design, it's turning out to be doing very well. So this is just the rough element of it, and if you can see it head on, it is a beautiful heart shape. So we're going to carry on with this and see what happens. I like it. More tomorrow. This has been an adventure so far. It is literally all about the pavilion. Not the pavilion, rather, the girdle. And we're about to put the final facet in for the pointy bit, Let's see what it looks like. So far I'm very pleased. I tell you what, I'm going to go for a far smoother stone for this, smoother disc for this. Okay, so we're on to a 3000 disc now. We have a very nice shape. Once again, I don't know if this is going to show up on this camera. It's cut very well. It's a very hard stone. So what we're going to do is just smooth off everything with a 3000 grit diamond. Right. I'm going to do the girdle first, which we will set at 90. Index wheel 9 and then 87. So let's start with 9. Glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Water on. And down we go. Bit more light. Let's check we're lined up. Okay. All the experts say how important this final smoothing off is before you get to polish, because if you don't do this right, polishing won't get all the scratches out. Right, so that's the girdle smoothed off. So I'm now going to do the pavilion. So we start at the beginning, 42.32, which I've set, and 9 on the index wheel. Okay, and we're going to hope everything's aligned and make adjustments if not. Looks good. 40.98, lots of different angles. So we've got the copper disc on. Given it a quick clean, and I'm going to experiment. So we have WD-40. Not too much. And on the inside, I'm going to use a very fine 50,000 grit. Didn't work out so well, did it? And on the outside, it's slightly more coarser 5,000 diamond powder. So we're going to start the polishing, and let's start where we left off, 42.32. Okay, that'll do. And on 9. Going to start slowly. Ooh, almost an instant shine. I like it. Let's go for this slightly finer area now. Pretty good. Just in case prim, if you're out there, help. Right, what's the next one? 87. Once I've done the second one, I'll show you what we've got. So we're ready to facet the crown. Using the transfer jig, I've docked it and we're ready to start. And it says that we've got to start the crown at 44 degrees, which I've set, and the index wheel on 9. Always a risky period. Will the gem hold? It's already fallen off once, but not quite all the way, so I was able to get it on properly using the 260 grit disc. Right, be gentle. It states in the plan that all of these have got to be cut to meet the girdle. Here we go. That is hardly touching it, so we've got to get a slightly coarser grit. Right, due to the nature of the very hard stone, it got extremely noisy, which you really don't want to hear. So I cut roughly, as you can see, the crown. And what I'm going to do now is, as opposed to use the 100 disc, go down to the 260. Which is less harsh, and just get it a bit closer to the girdle, because the girdle, as you can see, is very thick at the moment. But I didn't want anything to chip, so we're taking it steady from here on. Okay, we're through to being a lot more delicate now. We're on the 3000 disc at a fairly high speed, and we're just cutting in the first lot of facets. And we're getting it nice and shiny so we can see exactly what we're doing. Sandon, who makes this equipment in Sri Lanka, advised that when you get to the delicate stage, you leave the stone in one place and let the disc do all the work. So that's what we're doing. He appears to know what he's talking about. But of course he does, he makes it. Doesn't matter how long this stage takes, this is the most important part, sort of a pre-polish on a very fine disc. If you get this bit right, the rest of it should fall into place. So we're cutting in the facets using the 500 disc now. The final set of facets before the crown, top of the crown, plinth, whatever you want to call it. Table, that's the word. I'll get it right one day. Again, I don't know how much you can see of that, but you'll certainly see the end product. Here we go. There. Again, I don't know how much of that you can see, and it's only currently in its misty stage, but it's going to be lovely. More tomorrow. Better go spend some time with Mrs. Harris, who this is for. Welcome back. So we're now into the polishing stage. Just got home from work. Can't wait. Let's see how we get on. Clean the copper disc. We'll start with the biggest facet, the table. Oh, need my glasses. Don't get old. Back again in a second. Right, glasses on. So to do the table, we need to set the top angles there at precisely 0. So in other words, straight up and down. Good. Good. Again, I haven't managed to find out exactly what speed this thing's supposed to revolve at whilst you're using it, so we'll start slow. Not that slow, there we go. So we're a little bit to one side, a little bit down on this side. So what we're going to do is just make a minor adjustment on the foot. Better. A little trick here, the just-in-case prim told us about in his latest video, which was to hang the front leg off, and therefore it will be more biased towards the front end, assuming you raise the table. because this is a very hard stone, this could take some time. So I'll carry on doing this and come back to you. But we're getting there. So we're doing the very important crown. And of course I'm lightly touching, but I'm also using Justin K. Prim's trick of getting it on the facet, and then perhaps when it's not cutting all the way, in other words it's just shining the top part of the facet and not the bottom, is use the leverage action by just lowering the mast like so. That gives it a cut on a slightly different angle, which brilliantly does the trick. Fantastic. So what you're doing is using this somewhat slight inaccuracies in the system to get through to the whole facet. So again, I don't know what you can see at the moment, but there's 3 facets done, so it's beginning to gleam. Next angle, 33.83. 33. So you can't get an accurate 33.83 on this system, but by using that angle of tilting the table slightly, you cover the whole facet. So 33.83, and it's at 46 on the index wheel. So wind it up. Dab down, suss out which one we're doing. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use the cheater a little bit because it's missing slightly on an angle. Just a tad. The other thing I'm going to do is line it up and then drop the first leg down and then angle it up a little bit because it's just slightly missing a little bit of the top. Almost. Thanks for watching, and please join me on the next experiment. I think we'll be cutting a blue quartz, which looks very nice. Please like and subscribe and comment if you wish, especially with helpful hints. Thank you.